online at the New Eurekan Poets Cafe. I am your host this evening. My name is La Bruja. And I want to thank everybody for being with me tonight. I couldn't be here last week, so thank you, Advocate of Words, for subbing for me and making sure that our community stays poetic and artistic. I suffer a little migraine sometimes, because I got a lot of shit going on in here. So sometimes, it be banging it around and it hurts. So last week, yeah, I was dealing with a little migraine, but I had some beauty sleep, you know, had to rest and all that good stuff. So welcome to the New Eurekan Poets Cafe. We have a big, beautiful list of participants that are going to do their thing. And I just want to welcome you and let you know that no nudity is allowed, but whatever's out of frame, you can do whatever you want, and no hate speech unless you're talking about Trump. If it's your first time ever, let us know, and I will do the pop the cherry song. If it's some new shit, let everybody know that it's some new shit, and we will say new shit. If it's some old shit, hot shit, whatever type of shit it is, you let us know, and we will support you in that shit. Tonight it's all styles, not just poetry. All styles are welcome. And I wanted to start it off with some new shit. I got the list all set up in the chat. And, I watched the Frank Sinatra documentary on Netflix recently. So I went in, so once you watch the Frank Sinatra documentary, every thought you have sounds like a Frank Sinatra song. So I wanted to share my little Frank Sinatra-esque song. No one cares to know if and how they've hurt me so. The only thing they care about is if they're forgiven. No one asks about my path, the things that hurt me in the past. They see me live and learn and laugh. I guess that I'm winning. But what you see is what you get. A woman whole with no regrets. Well, maybe one or two. Who's counting? I forget. Just hold my hand like it's a treasure. Let's do a dance into forever. And kiss me like your last breath lives in me. Woo! Yes, honey. Write yourself a Frank Sinatra song. But let's see what's happening tonight, where everybody's at. Boom, boom, boom. Follow me, Caridad de la Luz, at La Bruja NYC on IG if you don't follow me already. And, my Venmo and my PayPal and all that. If you want to send me a little dollar, I'll take it. So we got a beautiful list. Adriana Smith is up first. Angel Masuko, Cinda Lawrence, D. Allen. Let's see what's good. Is Adriana in the building? Unmute yourself and let's see what's going on. Adriana, are you here? Let me see. Yes, Adriana. Let's unmute Adriana Smith. Ooh, my light just went off. Hello, Adriana, are you there?
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Hello.
Hi. This is amazing. This is my first time.
First time what? Ever?
Here at New Eurekan.
Okay, because I was about to pop your cherry real quick. Where are you at, Adriana?
I'm in Washington, D.C.
Oh my God. The White House, or are you safe?
I am calling you from the innermost vault of the White House, actually.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Must be creepy as hell.
No, there's a lot more here than you know who. But
yeah, that's true. So what are you gonna do for us tonight?
I have a couple poems.
All right, so take it away.
All right, thank you. So this first one is called Tattoo Artist. I don't need to be told beauty. I don't need to be shown that love both blooms and plucks, that skin becomes its own mask, roots out fear by wearing it. Every wound is a flower that hopes to bear fruit again. The wheel of time wears down the mark, the pigments, but what fades cannot hide. I work to keep the hands steady. I've shaken down my share of trouble, but when I brand a name or number on a man, it signifies freedom. What's his choice? And I choose this life, sleeveless, the hurt mapped bare. Here's what I love most. They come in once, twice, again, the same person. To get the image right takes hours. They give me their time, tell me their life with my hand on their heart. I never take my eyes off what I'm drawing. That looks hard, they tell me, what I do, inking out hundreds of lines. It is, I reply, but believe me, I'm too soft for this world. So that's the poem.
Give it up with a soft snap, y'all, for that softness.
Fun. And I think I have time for one more, but you tell me. In DC, there are a lot of museums, and so this poem is written about an Egyptian exhibit that was at the National Geographic Museum, where the only thing left of the body of the Queen Nefertari was her knees. So this poem is called "Looking at Nefertari's Knees." There's nothing so filling as kneeling, and like a sentence lie unbroken. To be sure, she is still dead, behind glass, no more left than her knees, what the grave robbers refused to take or let grieve. Whole as a knuckle, they're the fist of a tree that will not fall. How many would die to live like that, immortal in a tomb of woven sun? Memory works from right to left, which is to say that the records give us an androgyny of power. The female king, pronouns false even on those stella, thin as a thumbprint. The beautiful one is coming, they say. And that's it.
Yes, Adriana in Washington, D.C. Everybody was loving your work. If you take a look at the chat.
Awesome.
Everybody
Thank you.
welcome for, thank you for joining and sharing. And please let everybody know where to follow you.
Okay, yes, I'll put that in the chat. I actually run my own open mic series called Makers in DC, but that's obviously not happening right now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So I'll put the website up.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for your time. Thank you. This is wonderful.
Much love. Peace out. Stay safe in DC. Shoot. Angel Masuko, are you in the building? Let's see where you
Hello. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
I am here right outside of Trenton, New Jersey, and glad to be here and looking forward to trying out these two pieces. I've never read either of these to anyone, so I'm looking forward to it.
So this is new shit.
There you go.
Shit.
All right.
Right.
All right. In the parenthood. Is motherhood the hardest job for real? A comedian's punchlines attack this idea. For a couple of jokes, I listened and laughed, but his uninformed thoughts were apparently vast. It was clear that he never took care of a child for anything more than a brief little while, or he would not be trying to make money from jokes with foundations much weaker than mirrors and smoke. I laugh at most jokes, so don't get me wrong, but don't mess with the job of a stay-at-home mom. Or at least if you do, expect some retort with reasons and facts of the most supreme sort. dedicated to the dedicated men and ladies who spend night upon day with their kids and their babies. Okay, let's examine the comic's beliefs. FYI, if you're angry, the goal is relief. He listed some jobs that he thinks take more grit, that require endurance and make people sweat. He mentioned a guy who lays tiles on roofs in the shining hot sun for 8 hours as proof. No doubt that's hard work without any pretense, repetitive, loud, and innately intense. Now, take those same words and examine with sense, repetitive, loud, and innately intense. Loud cries most define the way babies relay the needs that they have every night and all day. And when taking soul care of your baby or child, repetition's the essence of life, the whole while. Change the baby, hold her close, sit long and share life-giving milk. Rock the baby, soothe the baby, give her patience, smiles, and silk. Dress her warmly, make her laugh, gently wash her in the bath, sing her songs and read her rhymes, the words she'll need an entire lifetime. Speak and listen to her cues, call the doctor for her views. Feed her again, she's crying for food. Don't let your hunger affect your mood. Put all self-gratification on hold. You're a parent now, it's your constant role. Change the baby as she cries. Hold her close. Don't close your eyes. Rock the baby. Does she need a physician? Try to soothe the baby, but you're not a magician. Give her medicine to soothe her hurt. Don't eat any food that can make it worse. Bathe the baby, dry the baby, dress the baby, fly the baby around the room in a gentle display of the fun that life has as you teach her to play. And then do the same thing again the next day. With joy in your heart, with true love to relay. For babies feel the emotional state of the person whose attitude defines their fate. Compare this to the guy hitting nail after nail into plastic roof tiles he grabs from a pail. Both he and the parent are sleepy and achy. He takes a lunch break while she plays with the baby. He's off work at 2. But she's off to the park before walking back home and caretaking past dark. He does what he wants from 2 p.m. until 5, 15 hours of leisure non-caretaker time. But caring for kids is a nonstop effort. There is 0 time off. It's 24/7.
Ooh, yes. Ain't that the truth?
Thank you. Do I have time for a short one?
A short one, sure. Why not?
All right. Totally different content. This poem is called Just Words. These words, this rhyme is possibly worthless. To speak it or hear it may serve no purpose. It contains no cache and no secret codes to guide homeless migrants to hide in safe homes. It contains no helpful role for color, no green card for the raped girls and their mothers, no lost red blood of the demented ice men, undead on brown soil where evil has gripped them. It has no clear cries of the babies in cages, victims of history's sickening pages, stabbed with the grief of feeling forsaken, not knowing their parents were forcibly taken. This poem contains no good role for color, like the flip of a state from red to bright blue, or real reporters shining light on the truth, the yellow sun of investigation, cloaked rays of hope that light this nation. This story contains no easy role for color, like white against black, against brown in the street. It seeks to create a place where we meet, forsaking the one-up life based on race. Against this truth, the Nazis want this place. Just for themselves and their progeny. They want to get rid of you and of me. If you're not a white male Christian who's straight, you're standing at the edge of their rigid gate. If we don't stand for one and all, we'll be laying at the base of their blood-soaked wall. Epilogue. If you're a justice-loving, straight Christian male who's white, they'll consider you a traitor, try to strip you of your rights. But with solidarity, the status quo can be revised. Our strength relies on all of us rejecting haters' lies.
Woo! Yes, honey. Speak that truth.
Thank
A
you.
defender of the children, a defender of women. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes.
Of humanity. You have found your circle of peoples. That's what we down with. That's for sure. Thank you for sharing with us, Angel. Let everybody know how to follow you, and thank you so much.
Thanks.
All right, Cinda Lawrence is up next. Hello.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hi, you can hear me. Okay. Hi, everybody.
Hi,
Thank you,
Adriana.
Adriana and Angel. Those were awesome. And welcome back, Bruja.
Thank you.
We missed you. I'm glad you feel better.
Thank you so much.
This is called, yeah, it's new shit.
And
this is it's new shit. And this is for the people of Beirut that I cannot get out of my head. It's just, so this is for them. Extraordinarily kind. Have you ever met a dear soul of extraordinary kindness? For a moment, all the world seems free of its blindness. That sweet, gentle breeze, what a spell it does cast. Astonishment roars in my brain. This is too good to last. All of my life, I've seen deception and rudeness. Not all so bad, a good many just clueless. I want to believe that most do mean well, but with layers between us, it's so hard to tell. When I meet that good human seeming absent of guile, doubt floods right through me for quite a long while. Who are you really, my brain wants to know? Rare have I found the heart that truly does glow. I look at our leaders, the people we've chosen, and understand well why progress is frozen. Well-meaning but gutless, perhaps that is the trouble. Once power is tasted, it stays in the bubble. I read of the past, from Christ and before. All I can see is greed, darkness, and war. True, there is laughter, art, music, and dance, but thinking of only ourselves, we don't stand a chance. We want to be right, we want to be rich, we want fast and easy, but then comes the glitch. With billions among us on this planet so poor, only a few can squeeze through the door. The few, they decide, who can look but not touch. It's okay to want, but don't want too much. Those with real power decide who may enter, where to stand in the waiting, left, right, or center. Identity reigns in selecting winners and losers. It's not hard to guess who chooses the choosers. If fate made you gay, trans, Hispanic, or Black, the door is only ajar, the rest must stand back. Hearts and minds need to change, so they say. Tell me, what is real love at the end of the day? After all of these years, with this bile we're still coping, not a soul will be free till we fling the door open. It's never been easy knowing who is sincere. Now upping their game, they're masters of fear. So how do we separate the chaff from the wheat? How to see through the pretense of sweet? Who dials the phone when you most need a friend? Who makes you laugh when you're at your wit's end? Who cares not if you've a dime to your name? Who'll be most thrilled if you win the game? Who sees past all the bluster and pride? Who for a fact will stand by your side? When your stomach is aching and it all just seems wrong, may the angel of kindness come strolling along. For it's not in words, but in the act we may find the true gift of all gifts, the extraordinarily kind. Thank you.
Woohoo! Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, I wrote that yesterday. That's what I want. I'm like, what do I want? I want extraordinary kindness. That's what I want.
Right? Is that so difficult? Some kindness.
Yeah.
People don't know how good it feels to be kind. Like it really, that vulnerability, it has such a strength, and kindness is everything.
Thank you, everyone. It's so good to be here. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Peace.
Please put your info in the chat for everybody. And now let's go to D. Alan, first time here with us. Is that correct, D? See
It
where.
is. It
Hello.
is.
How are you? Where are you at tonight?
Let me introduce myself to all of y'all. I'm D. Allen from Oakland, California.
Ooh, Oakland, Cali, West Side.
Former Raiders territory for all you sports fans. Anyway, I'm going to do one poem for tonight, and I'm going to be doing published shit. Not new shit, not old shit, published shit.
Oh, publisher.
And the piece I'm going to do tonight comes out of my fifth and new poetry book, Eloise Onichi, Poems, 2013 to 2018. And before I go into it, I want y'all to give one more time a big round of applause for the second poet who is up here tonight from New Jersey, Senorina Angel Masuccio. With that second poem of hers that was so fire, Just Words, the anti-racist anthem of the evening. Angel Masuccio. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
And the Eloise Onichi is divided into like 3 sections. This poem I'm about to do comes from the section entitled Beauty of Nature. And I kind of want to change the energy for a little bit, because I'm going to take y'all into the natural world with this one. From pages 34 and 35 in the book, this is called Totem. From a long black cord surrounding my neck, I carry my strength. Smooth, carved, apple coral, blood red stone totem. Crawling bare, facing the east, sky blue lifeline points to the western edge of creation. Area he defends throughout the year. Then he hibernates in dreams during winter. What the bear seeks is medicine. What the bear finds is medicine. What the bear eats is medicine. What the bear exudes is medicine, meant for our withstanding the chaos. Cave-dwelling, woodland animal, spirit sacred to the Zuni, the Anasazi, Yona Navwadi, bear medicine to the Chalagi, or Cherokee Indians if you prefer. The beast that walks firmly on 4 legs or 2. Like a man, best represents internal strength I could use, worn as an outer totem around my neck. And that poem was called Totem, from pages 34 and 35 of Eloise Onichi, now available from Conviction to Change Publishing. And that poem happens to be about this little guy here. Happens to be about this stone totem, this necklace that a friend of mine in San Francisco gave me after he visited an American Indian powwow out in Arizona. And that bear is supposed to represent the inner strength that lies in each human being, whether you're male, female, or other gendered. You have that inner strength within you, the strength of a bear. From this computer mic to your ears, I'm D. Allen. Thanks for listening. Thanks for having me. Charity of the Light.
Aw, thank you, D. Woo!
That's what La Bruja's real name means. Caridad de la Luz, charity of the light.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your spirit, for your totem, for your power animal, and for exuding that strength and wisdom. Thank you so much. I see that a lot of people are hitting me up about how it is to sign up, and maybe there was a confusion about whose names was on the list tonight. I'm not really sure why, but in order to get onto the list, onto the open mic list, you have to visit nuyorican.org 24 hours before the open mic. So on Wednesday night at 9 p.m., the list goes live. You go to nuyorican.org, and that's where you sign up, and then they give you a virtual ticket, and that is how you get your name on the list. For those of you that didn't make it onto the list this time, I don't know why, but you can reach out to the Nuyorican Poets Cafe while we continue our show and see what is good. But right now, as I have it, we've got Joski C up next. So, Joski, are you
Hola.
with us?
Hola, Bruja.
Hola, Joski. ¿Cómo estás?
Oh, muy bien, gracias. ¿Y tú?
Muy bien. Much better this week, and happy to be here.
It's good to see you. You know, we all worried about you, I think, without saying it out loud.
Thank you.
So, today is August 6th, and this is the anniversary of when we dropped the atomic bomb on Hiroshima or Hiroshima, I'm not sure. And it's just, you know, for me, I mean, it's a day of mourning every year. So this is an old song. It's not old enough. Not exactly about that, but in some kind of way, the dots connect for me, anyway, in my mind. This is called Recruiter Man. 18 years old, still in high school. Ain't got no job, ain't got no plan. Don't know which road leads out of nowhere. It's when I met the recruiter man. Oh, he marched down the hall of my high school, tracked me right to my homeroom. 18, you don't need your parents, but Uncle Sam needs you. 'Cause we got to export freedom straight from the land of the free. Break down their doors and show them freedom. Search the premises for promises. Empty is the pantry. We'll give you a real good job. We'll give you a real good skill. We can set the world on fire, country by country. He marched down the hall of my high school, tracked me right to my homeroom. 18, you don't need your parents, but Uncle Sam needs you. We'll give you a real good job. We'll give you a real good skill. All the best technology, all designed to kill, kill, kill. We got to export freedom straight from the land of the free. Break down their doors and show them freedom. promises, for promises, empty is the pantry.
Woo! Yes, Joski.
Thank you, Bruja.
Always so conscious, and you just speak such beauty, and everybody loves you, including me. Thank you for
Bruja.
sharing.
Sending my love back to you and to everyone.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you so much.
Thank you.
See you next time. Thanks for having me.
Yes, Joski, see everybody. So, last week I had a really bad migraine, and I wanted to thank Overdose, who's in the building, Overdose, because he sent me freshly baked sweets from Jada's Sweet Stop. Not Jada Pinkett with the entanglement. No, this is Jada's Bakery, and Jada, Jaida. And even though his bakery is closed, he's doing deliveries. So find him on Instagram and all that. And thank you, Overdose. I definitely overdosed on that baked goods, and it was delicious. And that's why I made it this week. So let's keep it going, keep it flowing. Let's see who we have. We got Rich Glennon up next. Let's unmute Rich. You here, Rich? Are you
Hello?
here? Hi.
Hey, welcome back.
Thank you. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Doing well.
Nice to see you. What you gonna do for us tonight?
I'm gonna do try to do 4 short ones, very short ones.
Okay, take it away.
All right. The first one is called Cat Call. Cat Call. You just roll out a bucket with them drumsticks? I ask my cat, bunched near the window. I'm talking to you, Ma, I say, poking where her tramp stamp would be. But she's ogling a bird, telling him with cracked eyes to get that fine ass, yellow ass beak over here. That's the first one. All right, the second one's called Chicken Tender. I chickened out and didn't say the thing I wanted to say because it felt like I was in the spotlight for too long already. And if I was in it any longer, the eyes belonging to those not talking would start to talk to the eyes of other onlookers and say things like, "Get a load of this idiot," or "Will you listen to how much this guy loves himself?" So I didn't respond when they finished saying the thing I could have easily asked a follow-up question about. And the conversation drifted like a plastic bag and appeared before another window. And I allowed the shadow to dribble cool spoonfuls of its belly over me as I gazed at the shifting mouths like so many clouds. Next one is called Comfort. It's hot outside, so I turn on the AC. When it gets cold, I pull a blanket over my legs. It's nice sitting in front of the AC with the blanket over my legs. Then I turn on the TV. NY1 is on. The suit is discussing elections, so I mute him and close my eyes, relax, and listen to the bonfire pop all my money. All right. And this last one is called Contagious. All right, Contagious. Neither semen nor ovaries took part, nor lube nor fallopian tube. The condition combed over us like a fart, seeped through screens of electronic cubes. Here I thought I impregnated my wife by our mutual mushing of ends, but I had naught to do with making life. Turns out she caught it from her friends.
All right. Wow, you had a lot of, when you could use those types of words in poetry and it still be cool, I'm with it, tramp stamp, ovaries, and all kinds of things.
A little
Thank you.
grab bag of words, yeah. All over the place, I guess.
Well, thank you, Rich. Thank you for sharing. Much
Thank you
love
for
to
hosting.
you. And I hope to see you again next week. Put your info in the chat so everybody can follow where you're at. We're going to keep it going, keep it flowing. There's another person in the chat asking me about not seeing their name on the list. I don't know what happened this week, but it wasn't me. All right. So let's see. We got Philip J. Curtis coming up. Phil, Midnight, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing? You feeling better?
Yes, much
That's
better.
what's up. That's what's up. Today is Jamaican Independence Day, so I'm wearing my colors. My parents, my two older sisters were born in JA, and myself and my other sister were born in Brooklyn, but we're Jamaicans. So big up yourself if you're from JA. Big up yourself.
Boop, boop.
I'm gonna do 3 haikus and 1 poem as usual. Critical parent. Child will always love you, but no longer love self. Who trains stormtroopers? Would rely on 3 blind mice. They have better aim. Poetry battle. Would rather win word with friends. Vote in November. And in my piece, lady, all I want, need and desire is 5 good minutes. You see, this morning when we went our separate way, we parted without a goodbye kiss. No telephone call throughout the day, not even a text message with a well wish. Could it be that our daily routine is getting the best of us, slowly slipping away from what we want, need, desire, and what I've been prayed for? Because I recall being on bended knee petitioning, dear Lord, please allow me to let this woman into my heart without reservation. Because unlike relationships, she's not the brunt of my frustration. Not one of the women that did me wrong, lying to my face, or marrying again quicker than the ink could dry. But through our trials, tribulations, ups and downs, and frustrations, you were right there for me. Beautiful woman, you are my queen. Like the taste of a sweet strawberry, you have become my natural aphrodisiac, having sex my mind long before the thought of sex in my body. Without you, I'd be lost in a whirlwind full of frustration, fumbling with no direction. But lately, sometimes we're in the same room and there's no dialogue. It's just a stare, a body language asking, what are you doing here? Then again, it could be me, finally having a good woman by my side and thinking that the grass might be greener on the ever. So please, give me 5 good minutes. 5 quality, not quantity minutes. Because each week I sit in front of the TV watching the last 5 minutes of the game as 35 minutes passes by, ignoring you and my chores at the same time, acting like the kids running back and forth aren't even mine. So here's my plan. On Monday, I want to know how your day was. Not only here, but listen to what's going on at work, making you do some of the things you don't normally do. And I can't expect everything to be done by you. So maybe one day when I get home early from work, I can start to prepare dinner. Enjoy your bath, a glass of wine, and the sounds of Luther playing in the background. Now tell me, ladies, how does that sound? There'll be times I'll make you laugh. There'll also be times I'll make you cry. But I will continue to try. Because like MJ said back in the day, I ain't never gonna say goodbye. So on Friday, let's recreate our very first date. Come back home for some family time because our children need 5 good minutes too. You see, 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 times 5 easily multiplies. So my dear, before I get distracted from what's going on between us, please, Give me 5 good minutes.
Woo! Give that man 5 good applauses right there. Boom. All right. Thank you, Phil Midnight, for your romantic poetry. That's so true, man. So true. And all that sound is so good. Thank you for sharing. And many blessings to Jamaica.
That's right. Big up, big up, big up, big up. Big up.
So much beautiful history there. That tropical paradise. Thank you. Many blessings to you.
What's up?
Put your info in the chat so everybody can follow where you're at. We're going to go to Bill Elkins right now, because there was 2 Elkins on the list. I don't see a Justin Elkins, but I see a Bill Elkins. So let's go with Bill Elkins.
I can't unmute myself.
Oh, there you go. One more time. I heard you for a split second.
There we go.
Yeah. Hi, Bill.
Yeah, that was my son, Justin, trying to get in. He's a fledgling comedian. So I don't know what happened, but we'll get him on next week.
Oh, how sweet.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to do an original. I guess one thing I really want to say to everybody is it's very important, more important this year, this time around than ever before, that you go out and vote. I think we all know why we have to vote. Anyway, this song that I wrote is one that I wrote back in 2017. It's entitled Legend in His Own Mind. I think you can guess who it's about, Ballad of Donald Trump. Hope you like it. Me, myself, and I is all that matters to me. I am your president of the USA, the most popular one, you see. I'll build a wall to keep Mexicans out. Mexico glad to pay. I'll make my white billionaire friends trillionaires and ship my enemies to Guantanamo Bay. Oh, me, myself, and I is all that matters to me. I am your president of the USA, the most intelligent one, you see. I'll rewrite the Constitution and push the High Court to the right of Attila the Hun. I'll empower NRA rednecks to teach our children to shoot and carry guns. Whoa, me, myself, and I is all that matters to me. I am your president of the USA, the best negotiator, you see. I want the religious right to capture all liberals and nail them to the cross. I'll have Fox News publish all news that I approve, and I'll shut down the fake news New York Times. Me, myself, and I is all that matters to me. I am your president of the USA, the most powerful one, you see. I'll banish all science, including global warming, evolution, CDC, and the EPA. I'll declare creation Confucianism as our religion and ship all heathens to Guantanamo Bay. Me, myself, and I is all that matters to me. I am your president, soon to be your emperor. Oh yes indeed. My friend Putin is my mentor. I want to be a cold bastard just like him. He helped me get here, oh, more than you know. Hell, the lyrics to this song I got from him. Oh, my vision for your future, which I will reveal in my tweets. I'll be the new world order and will nuke any country who questions my sovereignty. I'll restore the white male ruling class, relegating women and minorities back to subservient roles. I'll empower the born again religious right, because they don't question my supreme unfettered authority. My name is Donald Trump. Putin and I approve this message. Thank you.
Bill Elkins, everybody. Oh my goodness, I love that song. Yeah, you know, there is a mental pandemic. Narcissism is it's destroying our world. Someone mentioned that in the chat, and you know, our postal system is in jeopardy. Our education system is in jeopardy. If people cannot see the decline of the quality of life, they're just in denial.
Everything is in jeopardy.
That's right. Thank you for your truth and for your talent. I hope to get to hear your son's comedy, because you know I love a good laugh. And thank you for your warm truth and your warm heart.
You're most welcome. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. I didn't see Jennifer Yancey in the chat. I looked her up. So Teso Somok.
I'm here.
Are you there? Oh, there you go. What name were you under? That couldn't find you.
This is my poet name.
Oh, okay. Rose Gold. Okay. So where are you tonight?
Like my brother Midnight, I'm in Colorado Springs, but unlike my brother Midnight, I'm not from Brooklyn. I'm from the Bronx.
Oh, BX, baby. That's where I'm at right now. I'm in Soundview. What part of the BX are you from?
Say again?
What part of the BX are you from?
When I was a baby, we lived on East 167th. Then we moved to Parkchester.
Okay, yeah. Parkchester's right there. So welcome, my home slice. What you gonna do for us tonight?
2 quick pieces. The first one was inspired by AOC's confrontation with Yoho. Your mouth is locked and cocked. Caught in its crosshairs is an adversary quite common amongst the most fragile of the male sex. As a somehow reminder of your inadequacies, the object of your pursuit, woman, or the slight with which you've chosen to address me, bitch. You send those rounds hissing downrange, aiming with reckless abandon, and even less culpability. Never bothering to lock and clear your armament, just reload and keep firing until I am pumped so full of holes, all of my dignity and self-respect spills out onto the earth. But that's not enough for your ilk. Lob another volley of bees in our direction, meant to sting like 1,000 scorpions. Kick back and watch the poison riotously course through our blood like a raging river until we go down, down, down. Your democracy thrives on our demoralization. We know males like you. You couldn't possibly be a misogynist pig, you retort, because, well, you have a wife. But you could lay down with a vagina and still hate its existence. You have daughters. But when God gave you girls, You probably saw it as Mother Nature extracting her revenge. I'm not a betting woman, but I'll wager my next disability check that you speak to your wife the same way, or you hold her up on this false pedestal because she knows her place. Her obedience contributes to your patriarchy, unlike us irrational, hysterical, unstable hellcats that need to be corralled back into our cages. When you call us out our name, the aggression and ease with which it rolls off your tongue proves disquieting. Face contoured, red-faced and rabid, as if you couldn't contain the power held by this most vile slur. We've all been target zero for that barb, so imagine how staggering the blow upon impact. A raucous verbal smack that cuts through the air like lightning, weaponized for our displeasure. Defending ourselves against your homicidal tantrums should not make us martyrs.
That's Queen.
On a lighter note, perfection wrapped in melanin, flowers bow down to her light. Man's spirit takes flight upon sight of her constellation. Mother of all civilization, other marvels at this sensation. Oh, songs of grief, trial, triumph, gifted within her amazing grace. Resilience is her superpower, for she has borne the battle where others have easily fallen. She can make nations lay their weapons down or take up arms, all in the name of love. Make a way out of no way, 6 days a week and twice on Sunday. Blessings fall like rain when she pray. Current mood, slay. Permanent mode, all day. Chocolate fountain from which brilliance flows. Addicts yearn to get swept up in her currents. Excellent by design. Other envies because they know that she is the chosen kind. Confident yet humble. Good cake don't crumble. 1,000 lifetimes will pass away before anyone can imagine a being comparable to the power of she, me, we, us, Black women, a tribute noir. Thank you.
Woo! Rose Gold poet. Jennifer Yancey, thank you so much.
Thank you, Mama.
Give us some love to BX.
Yes.
Brooklyn's always in the house, though. You know how we do. Much love, Rose Gold.
That was
I'll see you Saturday.
Let me tell you, I started calling myself La Bruja back in 1996 when I started at the New Yorican Poets Cafe on the open mic. And it was a political, feminist, cultural, conscious choice to call myself that, because I knew I was going to be called a bitch, but I wanted to let them know, no, this woman is a witch, so you best be scared. So thank you, Rose Gold. Yes, AOC has been watching my stories and stuff, and I'm really happy about that. And so proud to see a woman like that representing. So here we go. Tesosomok, come on up and do your thing.
All right, can you guys hear me?
Yes, hola.
Hola. I'm going to do a piece titled Border X, Frontera X. You are listening to La Frontera X, Radio Chingado, where you have come to suffer el síndrome del inmigrante. I will tell you, it's not a corrido, it is not a pastorela, not teatro carpa, not even an NEA subsidized art project. No, it's pure suffering, cabrones. Aquí you can't pretend to be Pedro Páramo. You have not come to Comala, no donkeys to get you across the Tecate border. Welcome to Purgatory, sponsored by TLC. And it's not tender loving care, pendejos, not even Turner loves Chicanos. Our motto is, the border will run out before the festering desire to cross it. Call it what you will. La Frontera, La Cruzada, a 5K title, Run for the Border, El Paso Incognito. Radio Chingado on the air. We have a quebradita for you just east of the Ote Corral, Los Rocos. Radio Chingado with the weather for you pollos. The ground is full of brasas, but don't worry, it doesn't make you a bracero. Today, for your listening pleasure, bolero, so you can play with your canicas till the night comes. This is Johnny Chingas on Radio Chingado. Grease up your feathers, pollitos. Today could be your lucky day. Today, the tortilla curtain becomes podrida. Never mind the thermal imaging technology, pollitos. Run! Run across the bucolic sagebrush. Never mind the Pentagon hand-me-downs. We have pelado technology, pollo camouflage, the ability to pass 60% of the pollos. We have Mexicano stealth. All of a sudden, we're serving you a taco wango at your nearest run for the border. We are babysitting your kids, cleaning your gardens, and doing what your big ass won't do in CP2. If you just tuned in, this is Johnny Chingas on Radio Chingado. If you have not made it across Dead Man's Canyon, you will be gladly met by Operation Gatekeeper up somewhere in the big Mexicano sky. Inmigrante. If you just arrived, welcome to La Colonia Libertad. Admire the red-tailed hawk as it crosses the border without the need of papeles. The bottleneck dolphin laughing as it crosses the border to the amigo country. The dollar doesn't need a passport. The big companies don't need passports. Only you, pobre mexicanito, you're listening to Radio Chingado, the voice of the voiceless, where we tell you about those green chiles standing on the inside of the Estados Unidos podridos. Bienvenidos a Tijuana Nirvana, cabrones.
Órale! Yes, eso somos. All right. Thank you so much for that. I like the Spanglish flow. I like the message. It's the first time I hear you do a piece like that.
Well, good.
Edgy. Let them have it. Thank you. Teso Somos representing like always, taking us to the next level. All right. So we're going to keep it going, keep it flowing. Let's see. We got Jeff Cottrell up.
Hey, you referenced Sinatra, so this is as close as I get to Sinatra.
Hey,
fly me to the moon. I'm gonna sing this like a goon. Do poems about. Okay. So I got some old shit for you, and it's so old that I'm pretty sure I performed this at the actual New Yorican open mic years and years ago. It's so old I wrote it during the George W. Bush years, and you know, as horrible as we all know Trump is, we mustn't forget that Bush was pretty bad too. So this is called Border Crossing. Where are you from? Toronto. Where are you heading today, sir? Cincinnati. Business or pleasure? Pleasure. Excuse me? Pleasure. In Cincinnati? That's right. Huh. What's the purpose of your trip to Cincinnati, sir? Visiting a friend. A friend? How did you meet this friend? Went to school with her, stayed in touch. She went to school in Toronto. That's correct. Huh. What's the name of this friend, sir? Caroline Zink? Zink? What the hell kind of a name is Zink? Did you just make that up? No, it's her name. What's the address and phone number of this Caroline Zink? Here, I have it written on this card. Huh. What do you do for a living? I'm an editor with a magazine. What magazine would that be, sir? Divorce magazine. Sir, could you please speak up? It's Divorce Magazine. Divorce Magazine. Yes. Sir, are you aware of the penalties for lying to a United States Customs official? I'm not lying. Are you telling me there's a real magazine called Divorce Magazine? Yes, it's a self-help guide and a reference for divorce professionals. Huh. I'm serious. You can look it up online right now on divorcemagazine.com. Huh. Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to open your bag for me. Well, there really isn't much in it. Just, sir, are you aware of the penalties for disobeying a United States Customs official? I'm not disobeying. I'm just saying, sir, are you aware of how easy it would be right now for me to ban you from entry to the United States for the rest of your life? Yes, I am. Here you go. What's this down here, sir? Just towels, some clothes, a few books and CDs. What are these little books here? Why do they all look the same? Why is your name on all of them, sir? Oh, I made those myself. They're gifts. Are you planning to sell these? No, they're just gifts for friends. Tell me the truth, sir. Are you going to sell merchandise in our country? Are you stealing money from America? No, I am not. Huh. What about these CDs here, sir? Why is your picture on all the covers? Oh, more gifts for friends. Just some poetry I recorded. Are you one of those spoken word performers? Are you going to damage our nation's morale with your subversive poetry and then sell your CDs for our citizens' hard-earned cash? No, I am not. Sir, are you aware of how many spoken word performers we deport every year to Syria? Are you aware of the kind of tortures they have there? No, I am not. And why did you name these CDs Cracktastic? Are you on crack, sir? No, it's just a joke. Sir, there's nothing funny about drug abuse. Are you carrying drugs on your person right now, sir? No, I am not. Yet your passport says you were in Amsterdam only 2 years ago. I'm sorry, I don't see the connection. Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to strip. Excuse me? You heard me, punk. You are going to remove all your clothes so the officers can search your body cavities for drugs and poetry. In front of all these other passengers? Sir, do you want me to pull out my taser? Is that what you want, sir? Look, if it's all the same to you guys, how about I just save you the trouble of turning me away? I'll pick up my things and head back home, and you can go about your business. I don't understand, sir. Well, I've changed my mind. I don't really want to visit your country anymore. Sir, am I to understand that you are verbally disrespecting our nation? Are you not aware that America is a haven of freedom and justice and liberty and freedom too? And a fine job you're doing, I must say. But I think I'll take my chances up here in socialist hell. All right, sir. You have yourself a good time over there in Sweden. Canada. Whatever, sir. That was border crossing.
Oh, thank you, Jeff. That was really fun. And everybody is, I see everybody laughing and feeling it. Because, you know, drugs and poetry, damn, those things are dangerous.
I know. Yeah.
And
look what they did to me. I mean.
Thank you so much, Jeff. Put your information in the chat and thank you. Peace. Stay safe, whatever border it is that you're crossing. Okay, so let's see. We got Nicholas Correa in the building, AKA The Withdrawn. Is he here? Nicholas, you here? No, not today, not today. He missed it. So let's go to Monica Berger. Yes, Monica.
Hi.
Hi.
So I'm so glad to see you. Welcome back.
Oh, thank you. It's good to see you too.
So last week, these were the boots.
Ooh, I love snake skin. My kids don't like the snake. I love the snake.
But it's from that albino snake, alligator, remember? From the
right.
Ants.
Monica Berger got the ill shoe game, boo.
So this is this week. My
Ooh. Yes.
All right, and I have some brand new shit.
Okay, brand new shit from Monica.
All right, it's called Whoa Man, Stop Conditioning Me. Cool your pretty heels. Slow your roll. Hold up, calm down, relax. Don't argue, don't yell. Speak like a lady. Shh. Play nice, behave, little lady. Keep the peace. Act like a lady, talk dirty, sit up straight, don't slouch, sit like a lady, keep your legs crossed, let your ass hang out, don't be a tease, she was asking for it, it's her fault. Does she put out? What a skank. That shit was so tight, she's always spreading her legs, she's so skanky, she needs to keep her legs closed, she needs to keep her mouth shut, speak when spoken to, take off your shoes, cook clean, know your place. Why don't you face reality? You must be imagining things, she must be losing her mind, stop being so hysterical, cooperate, compromise, don't make waves, don't be so defensive, you are so sensitive, don't make the first move, wait your turn, don't ask out a man, don't look so desperate, don't be so needy, Don't wear your feelings on your sleeve. Walk like a lady. Don't be so independent. You are so controlling. What a bitch. Don't cry. Chicks are so catty. Don't get angry. What a slut. Suck it up. What a hoe. You're so juicy. Don't think with your pussy. Use your sex appeal. Why don't you smile? Good girl, stop nagging. Don't be so frigid. What a nympho. Don't be so pushy. Stop being so aggressive. Don't get your panties in a bunch. Don't get your titties in a knot. Don't forget to do your Kegels. Keep that pussy tight. You are so neurotic. Don't be so weak. Stay strong. Be feminine. Come here and suck my dick. Call me daddy. What a fucking whore. What a man trap. She's such a gold digger. Get to work. What a pushy broad. Don't whine. Don't pout. Why are you complaining? Don't talk so much. Why is she so quiet? Don't get so excited. Did you hear me? She heard me. She's going to grow up and make some man miserable. Why aren't you married? When are you going to have kids? Why is she single? What's wrong with her? Don't get out of line. She must scare guys away. Stay in line. Be quiet. Don't forget your place, little lady. Gotta keep her in line. Don't speak unless you're spoken to. What did you say? Speak up. Don't talk so loud. Don't have an opinion. Don't be too smart. Control yourself. Don't get too fat. Watch what you eat. You are too skinny. She must be an anorexic. Fat bitch, skinny bitch. Did you see what she was wearing? Isn't she too old to wear that? I can't believe she wore that. Did you see her ass hanging out? Dress your body type. Dress your age. Don't share that. Don't share too much information. TMI. Be a mystery. Don't say your age. She's a freak. Make sure you're a freak in the bedroom, though. Flighty bitch, old bitch, young bitch, dumb bitch. What a stupid bitch. She's so vain. What a stuck-up bitch. Don't be so crude. Don't swear. Don't play the victim. Be graceful. Be grateful. Be perfect. Don't act out. Don't embarrass yourself. Be sexy. Don't be too sexy. She's hot. What a nice piece of ass. She's a good lady. Don't show too much cleavage. Don't breastfeed in public. She's a single mother. She shouldn't have a sex life. It's always the mother's fault. Those poor kids, did you see how they were dressed? Selfish bitch. Women are the root of all evil. Can't trust a woman, Jezebel. Feminists are what's wrong with our society. They ruined it for all of us. Why doesn't she work? What do you mean she's a stay-at-home mom? Really? What does she do for a living? What's her career? Get a real job. Those stupid PTA moms, what a bunch of cackling hens. Don't ruffle her feathers. She's just jealous. Crazy cunt. What women hear every day. What the fuck? No wonder we struggle. Don't forget, we live in a society that judges our every move. So if you can get up every morning and survive this shit, you are one badass bitch. Even if you don't get up every morning, you're still a badass bitch living through this bullshit. Go ahead on and keep on keeping on. I love you. Gorgeous, lovely, strong, secure, talented, beautiful, intelligent, sensible, experienced, educated, knowledgeable, magnificent, fascinating, hardworking, accomplished, brilliant, capable, skilled, fine, kind, smart, loving, wise, intuitive, magical, powerful, fabulous, stellar woman. You are a queen.
Yeah! Oh, my hairs are standing up. Oh my goodness, Monica, yes. That's your anthem, right? Rose Gold loves it. Everybody's loving it. Yes.
That was really good.
Thank you, Rose Gold. I'm like, oh, her comes with mine.
Yes. Queen, 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 queen.
I love you all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Letting them know. Letting them know. Yeah, you know, we ain't the ones. We ain't the ones to be fucked with no more.
No.
Thank you, Monica, for that truth and for your shoe game and for your sharpness. Your brain is sharp like the toe of that boot. Damn, girl.
That's awesome. Thank you. I love you.
Love you. Blessings to you, to all the queens out there. We raise each other up. We hold each other up. We strengthen each other. We reinforce our truth. It's just so amazing. So grateful. So grateful. So I see there's a name here, Kritika Yadhunat. I don't know if I'm saying that right. If you're in the building, unmute yourself. If not, then we're going to go to Brianna Lopez. Going once, Kritika. Going twice. 3 times. Nope. Okay. So Brianna is back.
Hi, everyone.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Good to see you. What you gonna do for us tonight?
So last time I read at an open mic, I read a piece called Screw Society Standards Part 2, and it was about body hair. So today I'm reading Part 1, and it's about weight and just body image in general.
Yes.
Here we go. No, I am not a size 0, but no, I am not fat. I am beautiful. Even if it means baggy shirts and big numbers, and no, I do not use D cups, and yes, my panties are a size small, but no, I am not ugly. I am beautiful. Even if it means nothing to grab onto, I have a face. Maybe you could hold that, cradle it, while you realize that maybe we should stop cornering teenage girls into wanting to hang themselves with a measuring tape because it wouldn't read a different number. And maybe we should appreciate every curve and stretch mark, every bone and thin wrist, instead of wanting to carve the fat out of it. No, I do not eat carrots and cucumbers, but no, I am not fat. I am beautiful. Even if it means burgers and milkshakes, and no, I'm not ashamed, because you choose your battles in this world, and I choose to not let a number on a scale define me. We live in a society that promotes self-confidence, yet spends every second tearing each other down, and I choose to refuse to let it corrupt the very empire in my mind that I have worked 20 years to build. I choose to look at any girl in this world and tell them they're beautiful because I believe that they are. There are too many young girls, and old ones too, waiting for society to put a plus-size model or an 80-pound beauty on every cover of every magazine in the country because they want to feel like someone in this world is finally accepting them. No one knows what young girls have to go through to love themselves, the expectations they must reach. But you know what? There are no expectations if you are the standard. And trust me, whatever girl is hearing this, you are the standard. So no, I am not a size 0, but no, I am not fat. Even if it means sucking in my stomach for photos, and no, there are no ripe melons sitting on my chest, but no, I am not ugly. Even if it means I'm flat as a sheet of paper, maybe you could go grab a pen. Write on me. Remind everyone that we already live in a world where we have to worry about getting our faces slashed or our mothers stabbed. Remind them that it's bad enough that people every single day are getting killed. We do not need to mentally murder every young girl who spends the night wishing upon every star they can find to wake up in a different body because no, I am not perfect, but no, I don't have to be. We need to admire our thigh gaps and our thick skin and realize that all the beauty anyone has lies within.
Woo! Yes, Brianna.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sweetheart. Yes, keeping that theme of women empowerment and self-acceptance and love.
For sure.
That's what it is. That's what it is. It's a new day. It's a new dawn. Let everybody know how to follow you. And
I'll put the information in
so
the chat.
much.
Thank you guys.
Send my love to your mommy.
I will.
Great. Okay, so let's go with Nat Vega in the Boogie Down Bronx. Yes, she's in Parkchester too.
Yeah. What's up, guys?
Hey, PX baby, how you doing?
Good. How are you, Bruja?
I'm okay. I'm feeling good today. I got my rest in and I feel better. And what you gonna do for us tonight? So good to see you.
Thanks. I'm actually gonna do some like really new shit, So.
Okay, new shit. Imperfectly perfect. Take it away.
Yes, ma'am. So this one is called Mirror. So bear with me, guys. At times I look in the mirror when I forget about me. It takes me some time to realize what it is I hope to see. At times a reflection is all I feel to be, but in reality, there is much more to me. At times my thoughts run wild that it blocks the road's clarity. It took me time to feel self-aware and go farther than the eye can see. I'm a dreamer and obsessed constantly over outcomes I wish to reach. I have to remind myself that in life, I need to live patiently. At times I look in the mirror when I forget about me. I look into the eyes of the woman that I turned out to be. I'm a New Yorican and I live my life proudly. Mommy raised me to be a lady and do my things privately. I'm the girl that speaks her mind and learns to let go. I'm the girl that reminds herself that she is not alone. I'm the girl that faces challenges head on and holds her own. My energy radiates the best of me, especially when I fight off the negative holes. I wear my emotions on my sleeve and speak from my soul. When I look in the mirror, I project my energy as it flows through me. It's the blood in my veins that makes me live humbly. I'm the girl that loves her café con leche with extra sugar to make it sweet. I am the proud pink, purple, and blue, and I am the mother of 3 married happily. I'm the girl who loves movies, books, and poetry. I am the girl who loves her memories and relives them enjoyably. I'm the girl who loves music and dances freely. When I look in the mirror, I remember all of me. I'm that girl that grew up a tomboy and always hung out with the boys. I'm the girl that stood up for others, that refused to fight and were thought of as toys. I'm the girl that did the Harlem Shake and braided hair on my stoop. I'm the girl that loves to write with a pen inside of a special book. I'm the girl that embraces culture and all types of tales. I'm a sucker for romance, yet I'm a fighter who cares. I'm the girl with the big hoop earrings and the red lipstick that could code switch. I'm a first generation Boricua in New York, and I'm imperfectly perfect.
Yes. Imperfectly
Thank you,
perfect
guys.
perfection.
Yes, yes.
Thank you so much, Hermana in the
Thank you.
PX, representing Boricuas and New Yorkers to the fullest. Much love to you, honey. Mwah.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Have a blessed night, all of y'all.
Peace. We're going to stay in the Boogie Down Bronx and go with Rosalind right now through her big brown eyes.
Hey guys, how are you?
Hey boo, how you doing?
I'm good, I'm good. Enjoying my day off, enjoying this open mic, listening in with no interruptions. So this one I'm gonna do, I already performed at the erotic open mic on Saturdays with words, but I haven't done them on Thursday. I haven't done this piece, so I'm gonna go on with it. It's called I'm Ready. I cannot climax if I don't have more than just a physical connection. But once there, beware, I'll have you know. Can't help but believe all the freaky shit they say about the Scorpios. It's all bashful smirks and innocent smiles till it's not. Faithful fan of the big O. Welcome to the Rosalind Show. My kisses are passionate. I promise that countless tight cherry stems had very little to do with it. I'm just the type of woman to get wet from your erection, the type to give you a look from across the room that will have you fighting temptation, leaving social gatherings early to release the sexual frustration from the discreet gropes of your manhood while we sat at the dinner table to the special hand holding that tells you, wait till we get home. We showed face for a little while and then we up and left, no regrets. What's waiting is much more promising. Some wine, candles, and some good head, guaranteed euphoria in bed. I'm ready. Shoes off at the door and the only trace of where we are is the trail of our clothing. Your hands explore me, fingers tangled in my hair as your lips prove to adore me. I am ready. With your gentle but assertive thrust, you enter me, and I'm like an ocean, except I'm burning up more like an explosion of all your secretions and mine. Our bodies intertwine. Your breath is heavy, and I want more. My voice penetrating through the room, the wall, the door. My grip around you sets me free. Oh, the irony. Your body is always my best accessory. There's no way this act could ever be considered a sin. I'm ready. Are you ready? Let's do it again.
I had to pull out the raccoon penis bone for that one, boo. Yes, honey.
I'm so happy to see a raccoon penis bone in my life.
Look, it's curved. Isn't that amazing? Gotta shake that bone, baby. All right. Thank you, Roz, for that.
Thank you, guys. I love y'all.
Everybody over here is melting. Oh, my goodness. I'm so glad that I got to hear that. Eroticisms.
Thanks.
From Boogie Down Bronx Girls Don't Play. We ready. Yeah, let them know how to follow you, sweetheart. Thank you so
Oh,
much.
that's Through Her Big Brown Eyes on Instagram, guys. I'll put it in the chat. Thank you.
Mwah. Peace. Okay, so Brian Franco, where you at, Brian Franco?
I'm embarrassed.
Hey!
I'm embarrassed. That poem embarrassed me, Miss Ross. You know, this is the third time in like the past month that I've had to follow her.
Are you blushing?
I guess I have to accept my fate. You know, that's just what I've been given. So I'm gonna do 3 shorter poems and let me pull them up. The first is called, oh crap, where is it? It's called the Land of the Glass Cattails. For it has been told, a drunken angel fell to the earth and landed in a muddy marsh filled with cattails. Oh, I'm sorry. I lost my poem there for a second. Crap. I have to find it again. Sorry. There it is. For it has been told, a drunken angel fell to earth and landed in a muddy marsh filled with cattails. The marsh transformed. Mud turned to silky sugar white sand. Cattails turned to glass. There was no more darkness or rain. Light refracted through the cattails, producing little pieces of broken rainbows that could cure a lost soul of life's ills. Before you broke the glass cattails, you Googled how to snap a human soul in half like a twig. You were wearing boots made for tromping through marshes and snapping cattails like twigs. When you broke the glass cattails, you made a decision to break me as if I was crisp autumn leaves beneath your feet. You had decided you were a giant and I was Jack, come to pillage your castle. The day after you broke the glass cattails, you woke wearing those boots. They were fused to your feet, words, actions, and attitudes. When you left the castle, you and your boots brought an axe to chop down a beanstalk. You needed to destroy my world and bring me down to your level. But I live in a different world where beanstalks grow beans and castles in the sky are fiction. I landed on my own 2 feet and walked away with more than a few bumps, bruises, scrapes, and scars. I learned abusers are hunters, and abused people often happen to be in the wrong place at the wrong time when a hunter is out sniffing for new prey. What you never learned was that a person can't break someone else's soul, only their own. As long as you choose to wear those boots, you'll be breaking off bits and pieces of your soul every day for the rest of your life. In the place where the glass cattails grow, lost souls can only enter naked. No clothes, no boots. Where the glass cattails grow, there is only sunlight, sand, glass cattails, and little pieces of broken rainbows that can cure a lost soul of life's ills. Thank you. Poem number 2 is called Give Us This Day. He was warned the city would eat him alive, chew him up, and spit him out. He savored the city and digested every experience it offered, sweet, bitter, beautiful, ugly. Honking horns and sirens sung him to sleep. The silence outside his childhood bedroom windows riddled his visits home with insomnia. He found horizons in the asphalt and shadows that didn't exist in the Gulf of Mexico. He had become a glutton for all the cul-de-sac had denied him. He delighted in the bitter in a naively sweet way. He realized it was okay to talk to strangers. He enjoyed the company of the waving homeless man who slept on the bench near the East River jogging path. They never conversed, never shook hands, never exchanged names. Yet each served a purpose for the other's life. They gave each other each day a piece of daily bread. One waved, the other waved back. The sweet sound of dawn was the theme song to their conversations, a collaboration by 2 long-lost brothers who drank their coffee black. That time they had breakfast together. They sat at the counter of the Silver Star Diner. downing cups of black coffee and chewing on a city neither could ever spit out. Thank you. And I have one more tiny poem, which is brand new, and it's called Why Rhubarb Why.
New shit.
My latest yes, ma'am. My latest culinary obsession is rhubarb. I chop it with sage on a grilled cheese sandwich and golden toasty sourdough bread. I flavor bombed a pot of Thai spiced okra, corn, tomato, and fava bean chili with tart rhubarb. I puree it in sauces and salad dressings. Unfortunately, no one I ever know wants to talk about rhubarb. Thanks.
All right, Brian Franco. Thank you. Let me tell you, I drove all the way to Vermont to have strawberry rhubarb pie, so I feel you on that rhubarb, all right? I'm a foodie with that, so. Let everybody know how they can follow you, and thank you, and for your messages to me, and I appreciate you.
Gracias.
Peace. Okay, ahora, let's see. Alexander Goldberg, all the way in Cali. You there, Alexander?
Yes, I am here.
Hey,
thank you
how
so
are
much.
you doing?
I'm good. Yes, I'm good. I'm ready to perform. But there are many tragic and horrible events going on in the world right now.
Yes.
So, yes. I really like the poem by Cinda Lawrence. She dedicated her poem to the people of Beirut, and it happened to be a coincidence. I wrote my poem about the same subject. It's a very sensitive subject, and I wrote this poem yesterday. So here's what I was thinking when I was writing this. The special statistics testifies that there are approximately 150,000 people who die every day in the world, including 24,000 from hunger. We remember the first explosions of nuclear bombs when around 2,000 Japanese people died. As it was mentioned tonight, the bomb was dropped on Hiroshima exactly 75 years ago, on August 6, 1945. There was a war in Lebanon for many years. Middle East is a powder keg. Nevertheless, the video footage of explosions in Beirut amazes with senselessness and negligence. On this sad occasion, these are the rhymes that came to my mind. People left in the open because of explosions. We see bodies are pulled out from under the rubble. There are so many wounded the doctors can't cope with. We can see that the hospitals are overcrowded. There were 3 days of mourning declared in the country. Tens of millions of dollars were then allocated in an attempt to fix this situation so tragic and for consequences to be eliminated. The port leaders are under arrest after this. The blast had erupted on Monday at 6. Huge mushroom arose and left people astonished. Blast left the whole neighborhoods fully demolished. We've seen there were dozens of miles of destruction. It was 3,000 tons of ammonium nitrate. Then the ship wasn't there because it had a malfunction, and it just couldn't leave under given instruction. Now those chemicals were removed from that location, stored with gross violations of all regulations. So the surgeons keep working without interruption. They're helping the wounded survive. This is what they're dealing with after eruption, worse than people have seen in their lives. Now we see in Beirut a horrific calamity. It is one of the worst it has witnessed. So I wrote this today to express solidarity, praying for all of the victims.
Alexander Goldberg, ladies and gentlemen, heartfelt tribute to those suffering in Lebanon and Beirut. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Right, well, just unbelievable the things that we are witnessing in this world, and that it's the anniversary of Hiroshima, and that the explosion looked like the atom bomb. It had like that same, it just unbelievable, unbelievable. Yes. But thank you for sharing, Alexander. Thank you. Let everybody know how to follow you. Put your info in the chat.
Yes, I'll do it right now.
Thankfully, we have each other in this moment. You know, the moment is all that we have, and that's why it's so precious. And for us to use it this way in poetry and in art is a way of healing, and we create the healing narrative for the world. We're creating the words for the people to embrace and say and use. So that's why I love this community so much, and I love what it is that we do. So unbelievable. We're going to keep it going, keep it flowing. Who do we have next? Teresia Williams in the Boogie Down Bronx 2. Are you here?
I'm here. I'm here. Can y'all hear
Hi.
me?
Woo, woo.
What
How
up?
are you, Queen?
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad to be. Y'all can hear me, right? Hear me? You can hear me, Bruja?
It's a little bit choppy. It's a little bit choppy, but we're gonna take it slow. I know you're not in the hallway today. I don't know if
The hallway has been playing me. It's been my Wi-Fi's all crazy. I'm like, so I'm gonna try to do different parts of the house. All right, so I came on a little bit late, but from what I've seen so far, you guys are just so dope. I really love this community. Y'all don't even know. But the one that I did come on was with Phil, and he did a piece in light of Jamaica's Independence Day. So I have something that actually I wrote last year. This old shit, but I'm gonna do it anyway because today is Jamaica's Independence Day. Okay, this is called Land of Wood and Water. It's difficult to describe it, but I presume to prescribe it to the climate or culture or people or a medicinal mix of equal parts jerk sauce and wine, rundown in time, escovitch, savory and sweet, while it peppers my mind with sparks of sublime reactions. Sure, infractions may occur, but name one place they don't. Name one place they won't. This is a place of real humans, of real hardships, but not brewing in tales of sadness, but stewing in trails of oxen and pigs, concocting sweet treats of figs. God must see I smile when in the mekwe. For this island nation is stationed in a sweet part of creation, where a cool breeze calms you and laughter embalms you, so you age with such grace that most cannot quite place the right age to the right face. But then again, that's the genetic code of Blackness. I was over the moon when I learned I descend from maroons, warring women who moved with diligence and aim, souls convicted to claim that we must defend what is ours. And so they rallied the charge, guided by a roadmap of stars to push back colonizers, held their position like geysers, prepared to explode from the earth, and so reestablish the worth of a people broken by pillage and rape. Jah, make a way of escape, and so he has and will again. Before the slightest stroke of a pen waste away, he will sway the burden legacy of pain, polluting the brains and veins of those waned by depression. Our freedom he will concession and leave the enemy guessing where our power has come from, which explains why the lump sum of my heartbeats equates the meters from Spur Tree to Brownstown to Ochi and Kingston, and of course, Portmore into Sunside. It is a landslide of love, a patriotic salute to the land where my African forefathers made root. And so I close this love letter with the quote that our Governor Sir Patrick Allen aptly devotes when I read, I moved as an earthquaker that shifts when called forth by the earth maker. There is nothing wrong with Jamaica that cannot be fixed by what is right with Jamaica. That's it.
Woo! Que viva Jamaica! Thank you, Queen. Teresia Williams in the Boogie Down Bronx representing for Jamaica.
There well, but we're going to get back there.
It came in loud and clear, all of it, all that love and wisdom. Thank you, sweetheart. Mwah. Peace. Okay, so now we're going to go with our Chanel.
Greetings,
Robin on the
everyone.
list, but our Chanel here. Hello.
My poetry name is Chanel, and I'll be reading from one of my published poetry book that's available on Etsy in paperback and on recorded digital format on Amazon. And this poem is called No Allegiance. I don't pledge allegiance to a flag because it never pledged allegiance to me. For the past week, I've awakened angry. My allegiance is to the one that gave his blood, not taking blood. I won't take my hat off. I refuse to utter those words. The only reason why I stand is to stretch my legs, improving the circulation. I like the Star Spangled Banner song, the Whitney Houston version. My ancestors chose to sacrifice their lives even when the military was segregated. When the smoke cleared, no matter the skin color, all of the blood that was shed was red. I live in an at-will state, the city part that uses streetlights, where my life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness can be sold if the price is right. Country police question me for working while Black. I lack any sympathy. I won't pledge allegiance to a flag because it never pledged allegiance to me. Many of these professional football players have bachelor's degrees, masters, and doctorates. The shut up and play mentality treats them like a slave trade or meat market. I enjoy the protests. That's what my uncles fought for. Let their voice count. Let them use their platform. I've had white men sit on the side of the road waiting until I get off of work and attempting to kill me because I'm one less Blackie trying to live the American dream. I live and love this neighborhood, but I'm not attracted to the drug dealers. I'm okay with rejecting the druggies, pill poppers, weed heads, and drunkards. How dare I not allow society to objectify, sexualize, and degrade me, a human being? I won't pledge allegiance to the flag because it never pledged allegiance to me. Thank you.
Thank you, our Chanel. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Let everybody know how to follow you in the chat. Um, Thank you for that. We taking knees. That's what we do, and we taking a knee every time they tell us to stand up for that flag. So thank you for that. We're gonna keep it going, keep it flowing. Right now, let's welcome Marlene Suarez.
Hi, hello.
Hi.
Hi, so my name is Marlene. The poem that I'm about to present is old for me, but I guess it's new in this space. It's called Woes of a Poor Person in New York City. And yeah, here goes. I'm like poor, I say as I browse a high-end store on the hunt for a product I damn well know I can afford. I'm so poor, I say as I enter an invitation-only nightclub surrounded by some of the world's most influential people, popping 1, 2, 3 bottles of Cristal on Daddy's credit card. I'm so poor, I say as I walk the halls of one of the most expensive academic institutions while sipping on my triple venti non-fat, low-sweet caramel macchiato. I'm kind of broke, I say as I move into my apartment in Washington Heights. Thinking of my expenses makes my chest feel tight. I'm kind of broke, I say as I look longingly at a coat in Neiman Marcus, hoping one day I'll be able to buy this. I'm kind of broke, I say as I browse vacation packages on Groupon. Thoughts and ideas distract me from a job that I scorn. I'm poor, I say as I buy my bacon, egg, and cheese at the local bodega with a small cafe for $1.50, rushing to the first shop of the day, praying that I make it on time. I'm poor, I say as I think about leaving my partner for the 10th time today. Phone calls and voicemails, wondering where I am, who I'm with, why I'm not picking up the phone, and why I'm not coming home. I can barely breathe, but without him, I can barely pay rent. I'm poor, I say as I drop my child off at my mother's, rushed hugs, goodbyes, and kisses, wondering all that I've missed. Is this what I signed up for? No, I had dreams that did not involve 3 jobs, domestic violence, and health problems. Where did it go wrong? I'm poor, I say as I stand in line at my local HRA center, waiting to be called. I'm poor, I say as I breathe in the moldy air in my NYCHA apartment. I'm poor, I say as my daughter struggles to read at a 3rd grade level. She's in 8th. I'm poor, I say as I pass the subway cars, cup in hand, heart on sleeve, hope long gone. I'm poor, I say as the police arrest me, voices in head, confusion, anger. I'm poor, I say as I pull the blanket up closer, cold, hungry, alone. Thank you.
Woo, Marlene. You rich in my eyes, girl. Yes. Thank you for sharing that wonderful poem. Everybody is in the chat identifying with you. Please let everybody know how to follow you. Powerful, powerful, powerful truths. That's what we do. Go ahead,
If I could just real quick, my IG is _Marlene, MARLYN, _Suarez, SUAREZ _. Thank you.
All right, Marlene. Thank you for that. Okay, we're going to keep it going, keep it flowing. Let's hear what Kit Wren is bringing to the table tonight. Kit Wren.
Good evening. Thank you.
Hi, Kit.
Hi, La Bruja. It's good to see you again. It's my 2nd time doing this. This is fun. Well, 2nd time here. Everyone knows me in El Paso, but this isn't there. Okay. I need to know all of the things that could happen. I will make a map of their features, a feat of social cartography. I don't need to climb the mountain like Edmund Hillary did, but I would like to know where its shadow stops. There are more features and fissures by the minute, more places and things to be. Everyone has ditched the binary, and it follows then that the 4 cardinal directions will also fly away, and we should all move towards our fates diagonally. You get many chances to make a map. More than with a book or a life. You are not married to your mistakes. This room used to house a dragon and a floating compass rose. Now it has beer cans and Christmas cards and other things that can't hurt me anymore. My map will get better with every iteration. Hills will rise in its blank spaces and joining valleys between. Endless plains will meet the edges of cities, and the imagined corners of the flat earth will bend and fold, lose their sharp angle, and eventually meet. And one more short one. My mom's also a poet, so this is kind of the family business, and this is a little bit about her. My mother wants to share in the pride of our neighbor, but feels compelled to make small amendments. Oh, it's a fine tree, she says, but it's not a mesquite. Mesquites don't flower. And do you see those thorns? Your excellent mesquite is an even better acacia. It occurs to me that this is that thing that I am asked to produce on demand like a photo ID, a practical use for poetry. To correct affections without changing their vectors. Our love, like a contract, must be drawn with care and in terms as specific as possible. I am proud to call this the family business, an ancient, noble, I would say essential trade, to mark the place of the thorns and buds, to map the trails of the wandering shadows, and to match the prisms to their suited lights. That's all I got.
Thank you, Kit. Shout out to your moms. My lights went out. But we're gonna keep it going, keep it flowing. Kit, put your info in the chat. And let's see what Jade is talking about tonight. Jade Losala.
Right, guys.
Hello.
Hi.
Where you at tonight?
I'm on the Upper West Side of Manhattan. I don't think that'll get as many claps, but
I know you get claps. You get claps.
thank you. I have 2 poems to share. The first one is called Talking Politics with My Crush. I curled my lashes to cry beside you and let my tears dry in eyes that would not meet, in shades between our skin where hope breathed from hue, in the valleys of your voice between freedom and liberty, on the grave of 30 minutes ago and our universality, and to me, who grew fat and happy on meals of 50 stars and starved on the 51st, who thought her mouth greedy, whose skin, body, and therefore home are designated territory, ineligible for a white star, but she may stick her love on the kitchen window in blue or gold, who learned liberty by deprivation while you fed her mountains. Of course I could tell. It's a look you get in your eyes that gloss for want of glimmer. I sat mute in our freedom and knew I could never return to her. Thank you. And then the second one is based on the lyrics of Bittersweet Symphony by the Verve. At a place where all the veins meet, a bittersweet symphony swirls in me. In the ecstasy of the A-dream, euphoria unchecked turns my multitudes to singularity, conformity, banality. I forfeited my father to the music. The unbearable lightness of boombox reverb surges at the Verve's chorus, an epiphany. I'm here, I am in my mold, I am dreaming, in my mold, I am suffocating my multitudes. On my bed that night, I take a cleaver to ambition, the A-dream, clean boombox reverb from airwaves and molds. I claim self, multitudes, and bittersweet symphony. Thank you guys so much.
Jade Lozada in New York City. Thank you for sharing. Let everyone know how to follow you. Put that info in the chat. And thank you for being with us tonight. We're able to put on 2 people that were on standby because it's not quite 11 p.m. yet. So let's go with Paul Conqueso out in Jersey.
Jersey represent. Somebody was out in Trenton.
And somebody had to do it.
Angel was out in Trenton, I think. So like Jersey's not going as strong as we often do, but it's here. We're still represented, you know. The stepchild of New York is accounted for. But yeah. I missed y'all here, so I haven't made the last 2 Thursdays, so I'm happy to be back home. So I'm gonna just get to it. I've since 2 developing themes besides the whole fuck the patriarchy, which I'm totally always for. The other has been like love for the refugees and a lot of talk about the border, and I thought that was kind of ironic because my piece today has a lot to do with that. It's called Iceberg. We are steering full steam, high speed directly into this mass with less than 1/10 of its destructive force showing. Who knows what death lies beneath, sight unseen, bodies hid in the engine room, tiny palms lifting, shovels full of coal to fuel engine turning dark chalk black to fiery clay, only to fade to white soot ash and scatter into sea-blown breeze. As if never having breathed or sacrificed its own energy just to move their excessive ships of opulence. There is no king of the world here. Only a broken wheel navigating vows to separate bow from stern, stem from stem, parent from children. We have witnessed America begin this generation's ethnic cleanse. Only instead of concentration, they named them border camps. And in place of wedding rings or stars of David, it's rosaries. Migrant children crying to see their families herded in packs and placed in pens, unaware their parents' names even, just to be fed to this domestic deep dark web of desire. Ritualistic sacrifices old as time. More than 1,500 of these children detained in camps have gone missing without a trace, have gone unaccounted for. That's 3,000 tiny human arms, 15,000 toes never again to soak in shores of a coastline which first belonged to their ancestors. They were first-class passengers till you stowed away on their continent, looting and robbing it, pirating precious artifacts and mining limited resources like land and life and sacred shrines. The initial refugees to these shores fleeing violence and prosecution treated those here as nothing more than human currency, prostituted and neutered like feral dogs and cats, made backhanded deals to take their land with smallpox blankets serving as peace offering. And yet today it's your border agents who deny entry in safe haven, lock them in cages like rabid animals kept in the pound before being put down, will throw foil blankets upon their freezing frames, weeping for a mother's touch, someone to hug. And you reward their long journey and suffering by starving and trafficking their malnourished anatomies. ICE agents are no different than Nazis, raining down hail of their commanders, claiming moral high ground of bloodline and birthright, following orders of their Third Reich. Only this orange Fuhrer won't yet openly call for clear extermination, but will name them rapists and thieves, publicly waging war on all refugees. See, one of the first signs of a fascist regime is to dehumanize the subjects they wish to eradicate, then discredit the press along with artists which challenge them, while their unified agencies take and seize and terrorize already petrified lives, still working out trauma from being colonized. We are on course for the largest human crime in modern times, at least since America last chose to genocide and strip the land from under native tribes, Incans and Mayans, to massacre migrants, mass grave diaspora, and turn backs on those dying. You know, when the iceberg hit the Titanic, at least they had the compassion to let women and children off their sinking ship first into lifeboats before anyone else. Those measures saved thousands of lives, ensured the bloodlines of not just the rich or natural citizens. And we are amidst our own great sinking now. We can see the iceberg coming from the belly of our bloated hull from miles away. And just like that one in 1912, which accounted for, ironically, 1,500 lives lost. Yet these deaths and kids gone missing are altogether avoidable. This country's built invisible borders up to access safety and basic needs, with a leader tantruming and holding ransoms for a wall to be built 2,000 miles long. And we've all done our part, arming it with tiny barbed wire balls of apathy. If only we called this tragedy all along the Watchtower what it is: intentional eugenics and genocide, diatribes aimed to wipe out another tribe, threatening the American Great White Way, which is false portrayals of predation, which is victim blaming, placing job losses on false causes and correlations of a nation lacking opportunity of employment, when all it is corporations seeking to exploit labor force, distort and manipulate the brittle and easily combustible tempers of the white embittered working class, just like Hitler did to the Jews, playing to nationalist fears fragile as an atom bomb. To turn the spyglass on this nuclear fallout hovering oversea of humanity, ignoring these radioactive white isotopes, are the true destructive force threatening to eviscerate Balfourstern. Did you know the chemical formation of ice only happens when you bond 2 parts hydrogen with 1 oxygen and place it in sub-0 degree environment? It shifts from liquid to solid form, rigid, no longer malleable, unable to change at risk it will shatter. And truth is, that's what we must do. We must take each cube, every small part of the larger block, submerged beneath. We cannot see. Bodies held without water, food, warmth, or worse, sold into slavery, tortured, raped, and robbed of free, trafficked by one large agency put in place to protect stolen assets. Maybe we take the mass of it, and rather than chip tiny fishing rays creating fissures, we send in guided missiles of liberty. We shatter every bit and piece of this dysfunctioning fucking agency, tearing children from family and oxygen from the lungs of this human bond, saline blessed hydrogen welling up in eyes like melting particles, breaking life back down to essential elements, because you cannot drink or pump or sweat or take nourishment from a rigid branch of government when we can't exist as one until we for once and for all dismantle ice. It don't give life is known to choke, icicle shanking throat, taking life at iceberg rates. This internment turned death camp somehow allowed in the internet age. We can't stand idly by. Not this time. Not to let this country's border turn our nation ground zero for a modern Holocaust. It's with that we demand. Not only to disband all border camps, but to find every single child and unite them once again with their family. Until then, we cannot claim this nationalistic mass grave, this anti-immigrant nation founded on immigrants. 21st century Auschwitz as anything resembling a land of the free, nor a home to the brave.
Hola Torre Po con queso. Thank you so much, the professor.
I love y'all. I appreciate y'all for letting me on, even though we were kind of past the list. I've been wanting to read that for like 2 or 3 weeks now. So I thank y'all so much for making the space.
Thank you. Many blessings to you. Amazing, as always.
You can follow me on IG at Paul Conqueso right there. Same as the name on Venmo. I appreciate y'all. Love you, Nuyo. Love you, Bruja. Appreciate you guys.
Love you too. All right, Paul. Okay. Kiara was a little nervous on standby, but Kiara, come on up and do your thing.
Hi,
Close
everyone.
out the night for us
I'm
tonight.
a little nervous, actually. It's the first time I do any of this stuff. Bear with me.
Ever?
Ever. Never. This is the first time.
Oh my God, can I sing the Pop the Cherry song for you?
Sure, go right ahead.
We going to pop the cherry, baby. Pop the cherry, baby. Pop the cherry, baby. Pop, pop the cherry, baby. Pop. Ladies and gentlemen, for the very first time ever, give it up for Kiara.
Thank you. Thank you. I just recently got into poetry, actually, and trying to work my way through it. I hope you guys enjoyed some of the material. I'm going to give 3 small poems and try to cut it off before 11. The first poem is called Gone. Trapped in a belief, locked and tangled, mangled by those who come and those who go. Captured in a picture as if they're the foes. Some who leave tend to care the most. Afraid to taint the path of another, including their own. Gone. No shred of betrayal, no inch of hate, just simply walked away, looking to avoid any disappointment and any future pain. Better to appreciate the beauty of what once existed than blow it straight out of existence. That was one. Yeah. Whew. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. This one's called Dark Night in Heaven. All right, here we go. Night falls, the moon glows, brighter than ever, full and heavy. Drawn to its light, my eyes meet it in the dark night. Stars are gazing, looking beyond amazing. The thought of you sneaks into mine, taking us back to a beautiful moment in time. Valentine's Day, still paralyzed. So perfect and vivid, yet so blurred and distant. Last time we held each other tight. As you sleep, I promise never to let go. But like a kite on a nylon string, we broke. Dragged by air deep into the sky, I woke, realizing it was a figment in time, between past and present, but a beautiful goodbye to a dark night in heaven. And then the very last one, 2 out of 3. Here I'm in, I'm sweaty. It's called I Found Her. I found her lost within her cage, timid and scared, afraid to come up for a simple breath of air. I saw all of her in the glimpse of the moment, 2 pairs of eyes touching, seeing each other's soul, the darkness we both hold. Like magnets we attracted, instant laughter and smiles like firecrackers being lit in the middle of the ocean, free for everyone to see. Held each other close, butterflies in the pit of our stomachs, rattling a way to break through, looking to fly as high as in the sky, knots in our throat, afraid not knowing how this would unfold. Like rose petals falling off during change of weather, I learned to let go. The story had to end. I was only a chapter for her to find herself in the end. We came to each other's at a moment's need. I needed you the same way you needed me. We outgrew those needs and now we are no longer to be. One day our hearts will pull us close. Hopefully we are both happy the next time we meet.
Woo, Kiara, yes. What a way to close out the evening with a first-time poet. A poet was born tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
I actually have an IG page, poetry, that I just recently started. It's you can follow me at the number 1 hit underscore poems underscore N and booze. I'll put it in the chat right now. Sorry, just give me 1 second. So nervous, guys. I'm so sorry.
You did it. Are you happy? How do you feel? Tell us everything.
To be honest, why isn't it going? To be honest, I'm still sweating. It's amazing. The moment I logged in and I heard everybody's poetry and any type of artistic way that everybody was expressing this stuff, it was something beautiful. Something I've never been actually a part of. I've been a part of multiple things. I love to play sports, so this is something completely different. And to know that I'm not the only one that's really into it is kind of cool. So thank you very much. Difficult part was to end it and close it. I hope, I did it justice.
It was
But,
meant to be. It was meant to be. Well, this is your new home now. Thank you so much for having the courage to do it, to share it, to be it. Everybody out there, thank you so much for watching, for sharing, for giving energy, for giving truth and love. I just love this, and I love all of you. New Eurekan Poets Cafe was where La Bruja was born, and that's why I just love hosting these, because look at the magic that we share all together. So thank you, everybody. Let me say goodbye with Pinky. Pinky's been listening to everything. Boogie Down Bronx representing, New Eurekans representing, worldwide we representing, all the poets, all the artists. Bless your heart and soul. See you next week. Peace and love, everybody. Stay strong, stay honest, stay loving, and stay kind. Woo!